Is early, like you said. They're going to get each respective water rune. Nico Baby this time around will be playing the Morphling in this bot lane, and we can talk a bit about Dawnbreaker, who gets canceled there. FNG, Shockwave brings him back in, and Zephyr secures the first blow with that last right click.
When you're playing these squishy fives against, especially if he's left alone, and now finally, all right, FNG I think took the Tome of Knowledge, so he's going to make a move with Limp. They have Finger of Death. Could very easily burst anyone they find, except Wraith King, who can, of course, put a point in the ultimate. They will find Carl. That would be a very big pick.
Yeah, this would be a huge one. It looks like it's going to be an easy one on top of that. FNG gets his first finger stack of the game. Now some pressure being applied to this tier 1 mid in favor of Alliance.
Great move here. They do that in connection with the siege creep being alive mid, and FNG is going to tank this at least for a bit. Okay, Mortimer kisses.
Searing Chains with the Mortimer's kisses. Look, oh, it's from super long range. Great anticipation as well. Alliance.
Very,
the tier
very
1
nice
as well.
Alliance, yeah, getting the mid tower out of
Morph Mass, but that's I don't know if I've ever seen that actually.
It's not the most common build. A lot of the times you see Morph getting some sort of a build-up item, like sometimes you get Yasha, sometimes you get a full Manta, sometimes you see the Diffusal if it's a good game for that.
Super good Scotty game against Wraith King and Dawnbreaker and the likes, as Bane's going to be taken out. FNG though,
God,
Savage. Yep. 3 shots from him.
I love Armlet on Wraith King. It is such a good item. Whether, like, whatever you go after, if it's the Silver Edge build or the Deso, or I guess in some... FNG only 300 away from a Blink, as a matter of fact, so maybe he can get that too. As 5 Lion, that's not a bad timing. No. Around 18 minutes, pretty good.
It looks like T1 will finally get this tier 1 bot. And
Nico Baby.
LSA is going to connect. There's the Fiend's Grip from afar as well. Laguna Blade finishes off Nico Baby. Hanskin trying to take out the tower, but it's very healthy.
For lack of a better word, that seemed a bit naive, almost. It's obvious from our perspective. They still have RP. I think if you're T1 and you find this double damage rune here, you're like, all right, let's just go Roche.
Yep.
Your team fight is available. So.
And we're going to have a smoke from Alliance. We'll see if they find a kill here. Sleight of Fist is going to dodge some spells from Carl.
Oh my
23
God.
Savage jumps in, and it's going to be a very quick kill on a Hanskin. In the meantime, Epicenter goes up, but there's the RP to counter it. And T1 taking 3 kills for themselves and taking basically no damage in this engagement.
Yeah. 23 Savage almost one-shot a Snapfire with Medallion.
Double damage as well.
They even find Nico Baby.
Does get off the attribute shift, though. Wow. Yeah, double damage still there for 23 Savage, and into the Roche pit they go. T1 starting to run away with things.
Yeah, this is starting to get real. Server found Limp, but
his dead body somewhere.
We can pinpoint the position of the corpse.
I mean, he's specifically having a pretty rough game. 8K net worth versus the 10.5 from Lina.
Hanskin. Good ward placement. He will get some info and actually survive this, perhaps. It's going on quite the walk.
Yep, LSA, Carl. Trying to find some more. TPs from Alliance are coming in, but the double burrow strike S4. BKB popped by Carl, though, and FNG is just going to go down to the right clicks. Nico Baby trying to find some sort of collateral kill here. Whitemon's just going to nightmare him, and 23 Savage in the vicinity. Completely surrounded is Nico Baby. And 4 dead for Alliance, although technically Ember died quite a while before that. Hanskin, the last remaining member for now, attempting to TP. As you can see, the win probability greatly in favor of T1 as expected after getting off to this really, really fast start.
Yep. Gabe Newell's favorite hero used to be Sand King, as we've talked about before.
That is true.
That's the 6%. He moved on from it, right?
Oh, okay. 23 Savage. Yep, easy kill for him again.
They will find
all right, that
Carl,
is a big kill for Alliance onto Carl. That's exactly what they need here. Unfortunately for them, 23 Savage still applying pressure to the tier 2 mid.
Yeah, it's gone.
And it's just going to go down. Aegis hasn't even been claimed yet. Oh wait. Yeah, it has.
This item on Wraith King is so good. Brigand's Blade, the neutral. Because your first hit does so much damage that you immediately get into the threshold where it starts mattering really quickly. Crazy good. Okay, trivia.
Huskar.
Trivia.
Huskar's the answer.
Trivia after this fight.
All right, we got... That's not much of a fight. FNG's dead. Nico Baby waveforming to safety. 23 Savage and company not going to pursue any further.
You sure
Whitemon, okay, he gets a Fiend's Grip off. This will be another big kill for T1. Nope, Starbreaker not able to connect. He's going to be able to remnant away for now. Escort taking so much damage will just be brought down to the right clicks alone. Whitemon finally dies. Such a pesky Bane Elemental. And Alliance getting some trades here.
Yeah, that's pretty good for Alliance given the circumstances. To get a kill, Nico Baby. So. It depends on the level of play, of course, but yeah, sometimes you just got to take the risk even if the odds aren't good. Carl will be spotted up by S4. Well, who found who, actually?
Yeah, that's a good question. FNG jumps in. Comes a Solar Guardian, though, and just like that, T1 is here in numbers. FNG sacrificing himself to the gods here as S4 gets horn tossed and likely will be brought down next. So 2 quick kills for T1. And Alliance attempting to get out of dodge, but Hanskin gonna get spotted out. 23 Savage. Yeah, his arm length is apparently goes through Fog of War.
All right, here's my trivia. If you know this, what is something you
won this game? Pretty much a masterful performance thus far.
Well,
but they won't sweat it, I'm sure, as this lead is
the chat wheel game is on point. No mistake there. Playing the sad trombone is very appropriate there.
Yep. Oh, we got the horn toss with the skewer into the RP. S4 is going to be the first to fall in all likelihood. Nico Baby staying alive at half. We'll get up to safety. So just 1 kill with that RP, but Carl Pasta BKB gets the LSA with a buyback onto S4 now. Starbreaker connect. Here comes a Solar Guardian as well. Nico Baby very tanky right now with that Lincoln Sphere. Nice Burrow Strike Epicenter combination from S4. Zephyr trying to get to safety with that hammer, but it's not going to happen. So the 1-for-1 with the buyback. Carl and company. Looks like they're going to lose the Dawn Break at the very least. S4 continuing to be a pest here with these Burrow Strikes. Gets 1 kill. Looks like Wraith King is next. That's after the reincarnation, so T1 have to back off.
That's a very
nice
good
defense
hold
from Alliance.
Yeah, they only had to use a Sand King buyback and all of that.
So you can just go for the other kills.
And now Nico has the item I like to see. He's got the Axe. So now he can turn into Sand King, and that's big. This gives them a double Burrow Strike combination play.
Yep.
He needs to be careful. He's taking so much damage from Carl.
He is, but looks like he's fine for now. His Limp creating a lot of space here, but the Laguna Blade, S4, a little bit too far this time.
Yeah, and he doesn't have buyback, and T1 obviously know this. They just bought back in the enemy base, so this does open up a potential push down mid play for them.
And that actually is pretty big because Morphling can't turn into Sand
Carl
King now.
found Limp with the blink stun.
The Centaur stomp not going to be there in time. Limp, BKB attempting to TP, but the RP cancel. Down he goes. Does have buyback, though. Still 1:20 left on the Aegis for T1. But best case scenario for a
gain from this.
No, I'd like to look like an idiot, actually.
Oh, that's true. You and Kyle should start a team.
Maybe we should start a new podcast together. Might be an opening pretty soon. Is 31K net worth lead for T1. And definitely playing a little bit disciplined. Cuckoo.
Horn toss.
Yep, horn toss is there, and S4 is dead. 60 seconds on the deck.
That skewer range talent
buyback.
is so absurd. Like, you're expecting that skewer to stop any second now, and it just keeps going.
Yeah. I mean, this feels like, I mean, you talked about Elder Titan. I feel like Magnus feels like the hero of the tournament right now. In a lot of ways.
He is doing very well.
Getting through a lot. As you see the overwhelming blink come in. We didn't even catch that on camera, but a lot of damage being done by T1. And it looks like the Fiend's Grip is there as GG's will come out for game 1. This was a shellacking, Cinderin.
Yeah.
T1 up 1-0.
As no need to sugarcoat it, really. That was just... That was not even close.
Okay.
That was just not even close. T1 basically... T1 came out of a stronger laning stage. Alliance had a couple of good moves in the first 10 minutes, but after that it was just all T1 all the way to the bank. And they secure themselves game number 1 with a 39k gold lead here. Alliance, I think adjustments for game number 2, you probably, if you're drafting like this and you give the enemy team Magnus and you give them like this strong team fight and a favorable mid matchup, you have to play around Limp more. Like, this needs to go faster. Or you need to take a different approach to the draft entirely where you feel
going their way. I mean, this is the lane we haven't talked about yet, but 23 Savage playing the Slark against a Tidehunter, which historically is pretty good for Slark in terms of the mid to late game once you get past the laning stage. Because you have just this fat, tanky hero that you can just get stacks off of. Yeah. As Cuckoo. Now it looks like FNG is going to take a tumble here. So first blood goes the way of T1 with the Enchant Totem. And actually the thing I had to hold that thought. Double Impale coming out from Whitemon again. S4 gets hexed, and there's the pounce. It does connect. Popping the wand, keeping alive a little bit longer, but 23 Savage. Well, actually, it wasn't him. Whitemon somehow stole the kill from his position.
I don't like that narrative, Shannon. It's not about it. So.
Yeah, you can see in terms of CS, Carl just slightly ahead of Limp right now as he's going to get the slide at Fist. Here comes Zephyr from the side. Gets off the Nature's Grasp, going to slow a bit with that Leash Seed as well. Limp in quite a bit of trouble. Pops a Fairy Fire. TP support coming.
He's dead.
Zephyr. Yeah, the last slide of Fist, and now FNG might be in some trouble.
He's dead.
Double Remnant. Zephyr We'll be able to get up a couple right clicks along with the leech seed again coming online. So double kill for Carl to start this game. T1 doing very well. I was gonna, man, it's a good thing I didn't say it because that would be a caster's curse, but for the mid lane, Limp definitely contribution here onto Carl.
Oh, he does
get the stun. Yeah, Carl needs to back up despite Whitemon being here. Well, never mind, Zephyr's on the high ground as well. It's a 3v1.
Oh, if Limp dies here, this is
he gets
so...
hexed as well. T1 looking for another kill on the mid laner for Alliance.
Okay.
Oh, he gets off. Oh, he's going to mitigate a little bit of damage there. Turning it around.
Okay.
Gets 2 kills before dying. At least gets something out of it this time, Cinderman.
Talk about value resonant pulse. They thought they had the kill. You saw Carl already.
One, so when that is being taken, they'll probably try to contest. 23 Savage. Trying to get some trade-off here.
Might dive here. This is dangerous, though. Yeah, he's going to think twice
especially
about
with 23 Savage having his ult, so a lot of passive regen now. Carl gets off the Searing Chains. S4 is going to apply the Ravage, but will it save his life? Negatory. Sleight of Fish finishes him off, but Limp & Company might be able to get some beautiful trades here. Carl does one more Sleight of Fist, but dies shortly after. In the meantime, 23 Savage destroys Crystal Maiden despite getting that freezing field out for about a half a second. Hanskin looks to be next on the menu, but he does get Cookie off in time. 23 Savage, okay, we have the Mortimer's Kisses from afar, but they're going to go for the Limp kill. They'll get it successfully. It'll cost him his life. But he does get the stack at the very least of Essence Shift. Nico Baby all alone in the mid lane, so this is exactly what Alliance needs.
Pretty good for Alliance overall here.
It's not able to connect for 23 Savage. Cuckoo, like you said, Blink Dagger's there. It gets the Enchant Totem off. And Limp Astral steps to safety. Does that have any more stacks, though? Another 6 seconds before it comes off cooldown. Mortimer Kisses from afar.
Very good kiss.
Actually, onto 3 heroes. T1 taking so much damage, but the Echo Slam is expended to at least get 23 Savage. It's going to be a trade for 3, though. Triple kill for Hanskin with a god tier Mortimer's Kisses.
Oh my god, can you imagine a damage breakdown on that one? 3k damage game, but there's only one hero that has those, and that's Pudge, and that's probably going to stay that way.
It's too bad. This is one of the best Mortimer's Kisses we've seen this tournament for sure. Getting really big value out of that. Zephyr, Cookie connects on top of him. He's going to be taken out very quickly. Never mind. Gets the overgrowth off. They got a little bit too confident. Finally gets taken out, though, but the TPs are here from T1 trying to turn this around. Limp takes a tumble. 3 dead so quickly in favor of T1. Hanskin will get hexed as well.
Limp didn't finish the kill. He had the...
I mean, would that have made a difference, you think?
He thought the Trent was dying, so he used Dissimulate, right? And he jumped away.
Yeah, he thought he... As Alliance trying to stave off elimination here in game number 2 of this best of 3. S4 trying to TP out, but the pounce will cancel. Whitemon in vicinity as well.
S4 trying to run. S4 trying to move.
He's not going to move.
S4 trying to cast a spell.
Thank you for the commentary, Cinderin, as always.
S4 trying to respawn.
I would love for you to cast a team fight. Just
Cinderin trying to
robot
cast.
Voice. Robot cast. Sounds good to me. 23 Savage now. Still a ways away from the BKB.
FNG.
Yeah, that's another death for him. 23 Savage now with 9 permanent stacks of Essence Shift. Gonna harass Nico Baby a bit.
Free stacks.
Yeah, and of course you can see the power of Slark items really fast compared to what we're used to. Oh, they're gonna see a big collision here. Yeah, that's true. Fade Grenade on Earthshaker, pretty disgusting. S4 trying to tank things up as the initiation comes. Carl, let's see the BKB picked up, or popped by 23 Savage, going to town on S4 in the meantime. You can see Ember Spirit creating so much space on the back line. Nico Baby forced his ult out. Now Hanskin not quite going to die here. It's nice taunt onto Carl, but there's the double kill with the Sleight of Fist. He's taking a lot of damage, though. Can he get out in time? It's 23 Savage just focusing on Nico Baby. There's the overgrowth to keep them in place. There's so many stacks now, but finally the Ravage comes out onto S4, but it's not going to matter, Cinderin. This is going to be a full team wipe for T1, and they barely took any damage.
It's such a godly fight from Carl. He just does everything right. See, the fight breaks out. They see the tool against that Slark, but the problem is you can outlast, but can you even kill? That doesn't make sense. Outlast was the wrong word. Okay,
makes a lot of sense. Nico Baby, he gets off his ult. They're just going to try to withstand it. FNG and company have come to help out as well. Sleight of Fist doing so much damage. FNG again dead. No big surprise. There's the Searing Chains now. Nico Baby trying to stay alive, but it looks like the right clicks will come through. 23 Savage getting that one with the BKB activated, and they're not done yet. Looks like Hanskin is next on the list as S4 and Alliance are starting to crumble here, Cinderin. T1 looking primed to take this series 2-0. They lose one. It's only Cuckoo.
6 for 1.
Yeah, you need
They're just
Ravage. And
you can't chain stun long enough, and S4 doesn't have dagger.
the thing that they're missing, I mean, again, this is hindsight, but burst damage against Slark would be very nice in this scenario.
Oh, here we go.
Jump in from Carl. Looks like FNG is just going to die. No, actually lives with barely any HP, and then finally gets taken out first as Carl will go back to safety. 23 Savage on the back line now, trying to target Limp. You see the fissure come out as well. BKB dodging the Ravage as a result. Limp is going to stay alive though. Mortimer skits this from afar. Cuckoo taking the brunt of the damage here. Looks like he's going to drop the first to fall for T1, but 23 Savage looks perfectly healthy for now. Pops his ult.
He still
Gets
has
one
Aegis,
kill.
too.
Nico Baby, very low on mana, which means he is very susceptible to die here, Cinder. And 23 Savage resetting, going back in, buyback. You see the mana drain coming from Whitemon as well. Nico Baby pops the wand, but to little avail. Zephyr does get off his ult, but the finger of death taking Nico Baby out in spades. No buyback for him. You see a nice freezing field come out, but it's going to result in the kill of Carl. In the meantime, beautiful fail on the 2. S4 on the run, trying to get back into this base. 23 Savage not scared of anything.
And it makes a huge difference. That's what ended up killing Carl. He wasn't expecting that burst of damage coming in from the tree line. So if you do set it up here for Alliance, it could work. Okay, instantly breaking the smoke.
Yeah, Shadow blading up. Got the ensnare coming out as well. BKB, there's the Echo Slam onto 2. Limp already dead in this engagement. 2 dead for Alliance to start this fight out. Nico Baby getting mana drain for a little bit of time here. It's 23 Savage. Now just focusing on Nico Baby along with Cuckoo, getting the stuns out. We'll see how that status resist works from this time. But the mana drain from that Diffusal and the Essential stacks are just getting out of control for T1. They only lose their support Lion and get 4 kills as the trade. And T1 looking to go high ground. There is a buyback.
And they know the ward is there because of Shadow Dance. So get rid of that immediately. Nico Baby is exposed here. Alliance are trying to bait him. They really want this fight where they go in Nico. They feel like it's their only chance, and I agree with this 100%.
Smoke up as well. Anthony's already gets popped.
Oh,
the Ember Spirit on the backline again. Ravage comes out from S4. 23 Savage does take considerable damage, but again, FNG dies at the beginning of the fight. Carl, look at how much space he's creating. Just absolutely decimates Hanskin with just his remnants. Whitemon jumps in with the finger of death. 3 dead for Alliance, and they are likely out of TI10 after this fight. Medusa takes a tumble. Triple kill for Carl. And S4 finally goes down. He's the only remaining member for Alliance with buyback. They call GG. And T1 moves on, Synderen. Alliance out.
Yeah, there's just no doubt about it after watching these 2 games. T1 just clearly the better team at this event. Alliance got completely rolled both games. There were some glimmers of hope. Again, similarly to game number 1, there's like that one fight around the 10-minute mark. This game is the Snapfire triple kill bottom. The last game there was, I think I was actually also in the bottom area that the fight happened that went well for Alliance. But aside from that, T1 just, you know, they